Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, Vintage Baseball Card Packs. Today I have a brand new type of video for you, and I hope you enjoy the cards that I'm about to show you. I'm the classic case of collecting cards as a kid, from age 7 through about early college, and then stopped for a long time, and then I just got back into baseball cards about a year ago, late summer 2020. And when I got back into it, the whole world had changed. Grading didn't exist when I was collecting cards, and all these parallels, numbered cards, things like that, I didn't know about those either. And so what I did is I reverted back to vintage cards, and that's how I started this channel. And I came across this great podcast, Golden Age of Cardboard, by Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, on YouTube. And what he did his episode on was collecting the last Topps issue of all the Hall of Famers. So this is a set that's on the PSA set registry, and there's 114 cards on there. And after listening to the podcast episode, which was back in late October of 2020, I'll put a link to it in the description. And I thought it was a great idea. What's nice about it is that the last Topps issue, the cards are a little bit cheaper than the rookie card, well, way cheaper than the rookie card. And the nice thing is it's their last card, so on the back you'll see all the statistics of all the years that they've been playing. So it's a nice record of the player. So I collected a couple of them back in last fall, October, November, but then I really started picking it up in the last month or two. I've collected 14 out of the 114 on the PSA set registry. I still have a long way to go. I thought I'd show off the 14 that I have so far and then see what you think and share these great cards with you. Here we go. Before I get started, please be sure to hit the subscribe button. I have plenty more wax pack videos. I have Project 70 videos and then just general card videos too. So hope you enjoy, and let's get going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it reverse chronological order. So I'm going to do the newest card first and then go back in time. So the first card that I have right here is Yvonne Rodriguez. I got a Gem Mint 10. Here he is in a Washington Nationals jersey. This was his last year. And the interesting thing about a lot of these cards is they're usually in a jersey that's different from what you know him as a player as. And then, like I was saying, then on the back, if you look at it, you can see all the statistics. Rangers and Tigers is where he mostly played, and you can see all his numbers and everything like that. So kind of nice idea, a nice set of cards. So that's what we got first, 2011 Pudge Rodriguez. Then next, Randy Johnson, 2010. Again, look at this, Randy Johnson in a Giants uniform. And then if you look at the back, you see that he started out with the Expos, and obviously you know him from the Mariners and Diamondbacks. And then you see a couple of years he played for the Yankees also. So here we have Randy Johnson, 2010. So next, we got Jeff Bagwell. Here we have him in an Astros uniform where he played most or all of his career. 2006 was his last card, and there it is. He played Astros every year. I just wasn't sure, but Astros every year of his career. Jeff Bagwell, another Gem Mint 10. So these newer cards, I tried to get PSA 10s best I could. And then as I go older, I was going a little bit lower grades. So here we have Barry Larkin, one of my favorite players. Was a Reds all his career, Gem Mint 10. And 2004 is his last year. And there's his career. His rookie card was in 1987. And then his last card is in 2004. And so a great Barry Larkin card. And then another set that I'm working on is actually every Barry Larkin Topps card from 1987 to 2004. And I got about half of them, half or 2/3 of them so far. So working to complete that set, and then maybe I'll do a video on it. But here we have Barry Larkin's last Topps card, 2004. Next, Tim Raines, 2000, another PSA 10, Tim Raines in an Oakland Athletics jersey. So you can see, obviously, he wasn't mainly known for the Athletics. He was Expo for most of his career. Played for the White Sox a few years and played for the Yankees for a few years, but mainly known as an Expos player. So 2000 was his last year, and just played for a year with the A's. And here we have a card, him wearing the A's uniform. 2000 Tim Raines. Next, as we go back in time, 1996, Andre Dawson, the Hawk. And look at that, in a Florida Marlins jersey. That's clearly not what he's known for. And then if you look back, obviously he was Expos and Cubs was the main two teams that people know him from. Mainly Expos, but he played for the Cubs a fair number of years and did well there too. So Andre Dawson in a Marlins jersey. Florida Marlins, not Miami Marlins. So there you go. Next, 1993, Bert Blylevin, again in an Angels uniform. Another PSA 10. And clearly he was known as a Twins most of his career, but he did play for the Pirates and Indians too. But he's a classic Twins player. And there you go, Bert Blylevin. Then two more 1993 cards. Carlton Fisk, White Sox. So White Sox he played a fair amount for, so that's not too bad seeing him in a White Sox uniform. 1993, and then if you look back, he was about half and half, Red Sox and White Sox. So maybe equally known as a Red Sox player and a White Sox player, but Carlton Fisk. Nice card here, 1993. And then next, I have the other card, 1993 card I have is a Gary Carter. I don't have it here. I bought it on ComC, so it's in my ComC account, PSA 10, but I didn't have it shipped to me. So I have 3 of the 1993 Hall of Famers. And after I got 3 of them, I thought maybe I should build a 1993 Hall of Fame set. And I looked on the PSA set registry. There's actually 58 players in the 1993 Topps set that eventually went to the Hall of Fame. So it's a big number. So that's a lot of cards to collect. But I got 3 of them in 1993. So now we're done with the 90s. And next, I just got this today actually, 1987 Tom Seaver in a Boston Red Sox. And again, he's not known as a Red Sox. And I ended up getting a PSA 9. So I went for like decade plus 1 as my PSA level. So this is the 1980s. And so 80, instead of doing a PSA 8 or better, I tried to do a PSA 9. So I got a PSA 9 Tom Seaver. And obviously I know him as a Reds player. And then earlier in his career, he was mainly a Mets player. So Mets and Reds, and a few years at the White Sox too. So here you got his complete career back here. And so there you go, 1987 Tom Seaver. This is a mark that's on the plastic. It's not on the card or on the slab. So Tom Seaver, mint 9. Then what do we have? 1984, Fergie Jenkins, PSA 9 as a Cub, and he is known as a Cub, so this is one case where he has the right uniform. But then as you see from his career, he actually went to the Rangers and Red Sox for a few years, and then came back to the Cubs to retire as a Cub. So Fergie Jenkins, PSA 9, 1984. Stepping back another year, 1983, Carl Yastrzemski in a Red Sox uniform, and that's where he belongs. PSA 9, very nice and crisp card, and he was a Red Sox his whole career, so no problem there. Long career, Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski, PSA 9. Then a few more years, we have Catfish Hunter, 1979. I got a PSA 8 of this one. Looks a pretty good card, pretty clear. And he is known as a Yankee. And an A's, sorry about that. A's, and then the last part of his career as a Yankee. So those are his two teams. And then he ended up retiring as a Yankee in 1979. Jim Catfish Hunter. Then the last card I have for you today is 1975 Ron Santo. Near mint 8, 1975 Ron Santo as a White Sox. And then as you can see, he was a Cub virtually his whole career, and then ended up a year with the White Sox. So he is definitely known as a Cub, but here you got Ron Santo as a White Sox. So stayed in Chicago, but wrong team. Right team for me, but wrong team for him. So Ron Santo, 1975. So there you go. That's my collection so far of the last Topps issue Hall of Fame cards. So I got 14 of them so far, and I'm slowly going to try to build the set. There's 114 total. I think I said that earlier. So I got 14 down, 100 to go. So got a long way to go. I'll see what I do about grades. Try to get the best grade I can get, but obviously that's going to be way expensive for the 50s and 60s and 70s cards to get those cards. But we'll see how it all works out. And maybe a few months down the line, I'll give you another progress video if I get a few more of these cards. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I enjoyed sharing it with you. Please hit the subscribe button, and please hit the like button if you like this video. And in the comments, tell me what you think about these last Topps issues cards. Do you care that they're in the wrong uniform, or does it matter? And I think it's a great way to collect. So hopefully you do too, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I will see you then.